Candy Glenn Wilder, fantasy writer and filmmaker. Today, I'm talking about what book writers can learn from film and television. In 2011, I received my bachelor's degree in communications with an emphasis on television and film, so I've been studying visual storytelling for a while. Although novel writing and screenwriting are very different from one another, there are effective techniques a book writer can learn by studying film and television and by reading screenplays. The three I'm highlighting are brevity and economy of words, visual subtext, and visual foreshadowing. Technique number 1, brevity. Many writers fall into the trap of over-explanation, whether about a character's past, a world's history, or a relationship. If you put in too much detail, the reader might lose track, or worse, lose interest. So how do you convey the information in an economical way? One method is what I call the contact line. This comes from the movie Contact. Spoilers follow, so if you haven't seen Contact, first of all, what's wrong with you? And second, skip to this point in the video if you don't want to know. As a film student, I was interested in Contact script development. I found an early draft and read an exchange between the protagonist, Ellie Arroway, and her mysterious benefactor, S.R. Haddon. This takes place after a traveling machine built from extraterrestrial blueprints was sabotaged and destroyed. Ellie returns to her apartment following her supervisor's funeral to find Haddon has installed a satellite receiver so he can talk to her from a space station. Haddon reveals to Ellie that there was a second machine built in secret. In the draft I read, he goes on to explain all the politics and logistics of how the second machine was constructed. This went on for 2 paragraphs. Classic info dump. But in the finished film, all that backstory got crystallized into one line that tells you everything you need to know.
First rule in government spending. Why build one when you can have 2 twice the price?
This line is brilliant because the viewer's mind automatically fills in the details. The politics, the bureaucracy, the waste, all the factors that go into constructing a mammoth project in 1 second. Technique number 2, visual subtext. Most discussion about subtext concerns dialogue. When a character's words have a different layer of meaning under the surface, they reveal what's actually happening with that character. Subtext isn't strictly tied to dialogue. Body movements can show a character's feelings that contradict their words. Even the objects surrounding a character can convey a message. Whether through behavior or surroundings, visual subtext can give your story more dimension and meaning. Return of the Jedi has a great example of this. The Emperor's throne room scenes are masterpieces of visual subtext. During the fight with his father, Darth Vader, Luke goes into hiding inside the podium underneath the throne. Luke intends to show he's sticking with the light side by refusing to fight Vader, but when he senses his sister Leia in pain, Vader hears his thoughts and taunts him. Half of Luke's face is in shadow, revealing he can't stop the darkness rising in him. It's worth noting the shadow is on his left and the light on his right. Apologies to all you Southpaws out there. Then after Vader threatens to turn Leia to the dark side, Luke snaps. His face is completely in shadow as he rushes to attack in a fit of rage. And you thought your family had issues. This scene is so effective because Luke insists he won't turn to darkness, but the play of light and shadow across his face symbolically reveals the growing turmoil in his mind. Technique number 3, visual foreshadowing. This is a favorite of mine because you can reveal what happens later in the story and no one will realize it until they see the actual event. An excellent example of this is in 2001, A Space Odyssey. On board the Discovery, we're introduced to Frank Poole, Dave Bowman, and HAL 9000. Watch when Dave enters the tube to reach the centrifuge. We see his approach reflected in HAL's visual sensor. Dave is lit in red. When you see this, you think nothing of it. But later, when Dave has to deactivate HAL, he enters the memory chamber, which is bathed in red light. It's a direct reflection of the earlier scene, right down to the image of Dave coming after HAL. Effective visual foreshadowing will leave your readers astounded when they see you've crafted your story so well the clues were in front of them the entire time. Those are 3 techniques from visual media that you can include in your writer's toolbox. Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite movie or TV show that effectively employs these techniques, or a favorite book that contains these elements. If you like this video, why not give it a thumbs up? It's still 100% free! Don't forget to tap that subscribe button and clang the bell so you'll be notified the moment my next video is posted. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, Tumblr, and at CandyGlynnWilder.com. All the links are listed below. I wish you all the best on your writing journey. And remember, Aunt Fishy believes in you. That's right, you. And clang the bell so you'll be notified the moment my next video is posted. But the play of light and shadow across his face symbolically reveal the big old mess of word salad. This scene is so effective because... I don't know. You tell me. This scene is... Stop looking at the script. Apologies to all you Southpaws out there. Oh my god, why can't I say the word Southpaw? The Emperor's Throne Room scenes? Room has an M, not an N, Candy. Whether through behavior? Here's a behavior, stop looking at the script. We see his approach reflected in Howl's visual sensor. Howl? This is HAL 9000's moving castle. I don't know where my brain is.